Well, the current state of play is just not good enough, and the pace of change is glacial at best, so we need to do something about that.
So the UK energy sector still has a real shortage of women in senior roles. We see that in our latest update of board statistics, where the top 80 energy companies in the UK have only got 13% of board roles taken by women, only 6% of executive director roles. And we see the same in the energy sector entities that have reported gender pay gap, with a shortage of women in the top pay quartile.
The gender pay gap reporting is really excellent because it's really focused attention in business organisations right across, and all organisations right across the country. It also encourages people to look very hard at what are the causes of that, in particular in their recruitment practices, in their promotion practices, in the training and skills that's available.
The recent legislation on gender pay gap reporting has had a huge impact within Scottish Power. It's given us a platform to start to engage the senior leadership team, middle managers and employees on the gender pay gap, and then more broadly diversity. It's an opportunity to have a real conversation about the challenges in the industry.
Well, with Powerful Women and the Korn Ferry report, I think there's a great opportunity to bring together some best practice across the industry, but also to tell us where the problems are and how we can share and pool our resources and how we tackle them.
The report that's just been released by Korn Ferry, I think, really summarises the challenge our industry face. It's complex, it's not simple, there's different challenges, people are making progress, and I think what's nice is our industry coming together to talk about the problem. This isn't something that one energy company or oil and gas company is going to solve on its own. And as long as we're talking about inclusion for our industry more broadly and how this can help be created, then I think we're in a good place, which is what Korn Ferry's done in the report.
Well, the most enlightening thing in this research for me was that it's not really a gender pay gap that we're talking about. It's a talent equity gap. And the reason why you see this difference in pay between men and women in the energy sector is twofold. Number one, we're just not seeing enough women get into senior positions. And number two, they're not tending to get appointed into the more technical and operational roles that pay more.
What I've learned from this report is we really need to rethink what we're hiring for. We need to look less at tried and proven technical experience and more about change management, agility and the ability to learn.
Women must take responsibility for moving their careers forward intentionally and proactively, not only focusing on their individual career, but also realizing that they are change agents in this day and age. And that takes a level of accountability. And organizations have a responsibility to enable their women to be able to drive their careers proactively by supporting them in developing the relevant skills.
It's very important that this is an active agenda. It's not a sit-back agenda. It's something that you need to take real positive steps to be able to bring about the change we want to see.
If companies are not setting targets, I think they're more in the space of we'll do our best at it and see where we get to. And I don't think that's a recipe for driving real change.
There's a lot of good messages from this report that can be translated to other areas of the economy as well. So leaders in any organisation should be looking to get the positive value out of this report.
I mean, essentially everyone should read the report, but if you're going to focus on a certain group, I think that it needs to be your C-suite, the men leading your organisation. If the report tells us anything, and the gender pay gap reporting as well, it's that there are a lot more men in those positions than women. And if that mix isn't equal, then you need to get those thoughts into the room in another way. And if they could look at this report and appreciate it, digest it a bit more, then they might have more impetus to get on the bandwagon.